Welcome to the hardest franchise here on Madden 24 on YouTube, and it's gonna be a fantastic Wait, what? You don't know what I'm talking about? Alright, let me quickly recap that for you real quick here. Alright, so what we did was on the Madden 23 relocation franchise, I did the San Diego Crusaders, had a lot of fun on that one, and I decided I want to do something similar here again on Madden 24. But I wanted to up the ante. How could I do that? Well, first off, we started by picking a team. You can see all the settings here, creating a custom coach, of course. If you want to see the settings in detail, just please pause the video, take a look at them. It's the standard settings that I always go with, especially some settings that are necessary if you want to clear out a team, as you will see in a moment. What we then did was we relocated the team. I picked the Titans because I'm doing a full franchise with them anyways. I put the team into Salt Lake City. That area of the States hardly has any NFL franchises, plus the Desperados name was picked. The main idea here was to choose a name that also fit the theme. What theme, you're asking? Well, here we go. The next step was, of course, clearing out the whole team. Why did I do that? Well, quite simply because I've got these 3 house rules that I set for myself. Some of these are pretty similar to the ones that we had on the Crusaders franchise. You might remember that one. I did that on Madden 23, and the basic rules were I was only allowed to sign veterans age 30 or older, only allowed to sign free agents, wasn't allowed to trade, wasn't allowed to draft, quite obviously. What I did now was I wanted to up the ante, and how better to do that than really limit myself to the players that really nobody wants to have in the NFL. And I chose to create these 3 quite simple house rules here. Number 1, we're only allowed to sign free agents 30 or older. That is a big rule. We're only allowed to sign free agents outside of off-season, which means I'm allowed to sign them in preseason, I'm allowed to sign them in regular season, but not in the off-season where the big names are available. And the final rule here was that I'm not allowed to do any trading. It's quite simple. No trades allowed with any team, no matter the age, no matter the cost. The first step, of course, as you can see on the screen behind the text, was to completely clear out the team. I gave away all of the players. I traded them away for the first and best offers that I got. Actually, not the best, just basically for offers that I did get. And then the next step was to fill the roster up again. How did I do that? Again, I just entered the free agents pool at the beginning of preseason. We just continued to slap players in there that were available at the time. Yeah, this is how I chose the players. I just entered this position by position, adding 2 players per position, more wide receivers, more tight ends, of course, more cornerbacks, just positions where you need more players to do that. But basically, all I did was going for players that were not associated with any teams, that were not picked by any teams, and that were not linked to any teams in no way, shape, or form. I did take a look at some of these teams then, went over the team as you can see here, and then added some more players, just filling up the roster. Just that it fit my liking and that it fit the narrative. The next step was to get rid of all the draft picks because, of course, I wouldn't be needing those. So I gave the draft picks away in return for 2028 7th rounders for teams, and 2 teams that I felt could use those draft picks. For instance, the Rams to sort of get back on their feet, the Cardinals to get back on their feet, and so on and so forth. So those were the steps that were done to get somewhere. Now comes the kicker. And this is where this franchise series really gets interesting. I completely adjusted the regression rates. As you can see, we're going to start regressing at age 29, even at mid 28, to make sure that players are really, really horrible once they hit our team. And as you can see on screen, this is the result of what I did before. A 69 overall rated team. We've got a really horrible offensive line, a horrible defensive group of players. This is going to be super challenging. Why? Well, quite simply, everybody's going to be regressing super quick. We're going to have pretty bad players, pretty low overalls. It's going to be very, very hard to keep this team competitive.
a few moments later.
So here we go. This is where we left off. And yeah, hope I gave you a better overview of where we stand. Really looking forward to starting the first episode, to getting going with this franchise. Hope you're as excited as I am. If you like what I'm doing, drop me a like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me and helps the channel. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.